Last year, Golden State was 24-0 before they lost their first game of the season. They didn't lose their first home game until their 37th home game of the season. And it was in the month of April, toward the end of the season. So for a while, they were going to go undefeated at home and break the record of the 86 Celtics for best home record in the regular season. First of all, I want to give a shout out to two YouTubers, because there were two YouTubers who pointed this out before I did, and I like to credit people with things. The two YouTubers who I saw made a point of this were Tito Garcia and Deal Town. I do remember that. And they stated, and I agree with them, that the addition of Kevin Durant would not make up for the loss of Andrew Bogut, Harrison Barnes, Maurice Spites, Andres Barbosa, and some other people I'm forgetting off the top of my head right now. There's a couple people I'm forgetting right now. Festus Ezeli is one of them. I think it's some other people I'm forgetting too. But they've lost quite a few people during the off season. And you see it. I said, they said, and I've said in my videos, that while the Warriors may have gotten better offensively, they've really have declined defensively. And that, what did I say? I said their interior defense would be affected. What did you see out there tonight? Do you ever remember the Warriors allowing that much penetration in the paint? Did you see how the Warriors were destroyed on the boards? I mean, at least when Bogut was there and Spites, they were usually competitive on the boards. I'm not trying to say they were just rebounding juggernaut, but they were at least competitive. I think they got rebounded. I think I heard them say 55-35 by the San Antonio Spurs. Kawhi Leonard had a career high performance, shot 15 free throws tonight. I was looking at people like Aldridge just grabbing boards over overrated bum. I'm not gonna call him a bum, but overrated Draymond Green all night. I mean, this is what I was talking about. But when I did these videos, I said I was hating. I didn't know what I was talking about. But there's a reason why I've been doing videos for a little while. I'm not saying I'm the best analyst with basketball. No, I'm not. But I think I know what I'm talking about, even if I'm right or wrong. But I think there's something I know I'm talking about when I do these videos, right? Also, LOL at Kenny Smith saying this team's going to go 77-5 this year. One thing about Kenny Smith that kills me, man, is he's obsessed with saving face, man. Like, he could never say that he was wrong. Like, he has to make excuses for why this happened and why this occurred. And dude, come on, man. 77-5, it's just ridiculous. That's like fucking old school NBA Live, like seasonal records and shit, man. But like in the old NBA Lives, like you just make a super team and shit. I remember like on the old NBA Live, you just like put centers at every position and shit. Like, I remember the first NBA Live, you could put goddamn Shaq at center, Elijah wanted power forward. No, well, you wanted power forward. Elijah wanted small forward. And then had like, I don't know, somebody like, I don't know, like Jason Kidd at point guard and at shooting guard you might have Reggie Miller or something, and you'll go like 77-5 or some shit. But they're not gonna go 77-5. And the Spurs look actually better without Duncan, because Duncan, the last year of his career, was actually hurting the team. He had declined that much. But I expected this game to be competitive. I actually kind of thought that the Warriors would win. But they lost their first game of the season, and they lost by 29 points. 29. I'm sorry, man, but that's embarrassing. I don't care if it is just one game of the season. To lose by 29 points in your home opener to a team that you didn't even face in the Western Conference. Ooh, I'm sorry. Who did the Warriors face in the Western Conference Finals? The Thunder. Kevin Durant is so weak, man. So fucking weak. This move just, I mean, they're going to play better. They're going to get better as a team, but this was just so weak on their part, man. This is, my goodness, man. And the first game, I'm not going to do a video about every game. I just want to talk about this marquee game, but that's it for Carmelo, man. Like, Carmelo Anthony is overrated. All right, I'm tired of seeing him always do these same step back, jump shots that don't go in 60% of the time. He doesn't do anything to help his team other than shoot. He's overrated. He's not a superstar in my opinion. I don't know, man. To me, I'm sorry, I think Latrell Sprewell is better than this guy. He's better than him. Because at least Latrell Sprewell does things other than shoot. Like, I have a problem with prima donna players who only play one superficial role. Like, many people will call Dennis Rodman one-dimensional, right? But isn't Carmelo Anthony somewhat one-dimensional? Like, what does he do other than shoot? What does he really do? Of course he grabs some rebounds. Of course he passes to an extent. But what does he do well other than shoot, which he doesn't do as well anymore? I mean, yeah, they should have lost to Cleveland, but to lose by 30? I mean, Knicks fans, and I know a couple of them, they're getting tired of him, man. They're getting tired of his prima donna superstar attitude, and they're tired of it, man. Like, there's no excuse. Now, I know they're not going to win the title, no, but people are getting tired of the same thing with the Knicks, man. They were in this game at one point. Then there's like no sense of urgency with Anthony. Like, he doesn't switch up his game when his jumper's not falling. He's just determined to shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. I don't know, man. People are getting tired of that shit, man. Knicks fans are really getting tired of this guy. Like I said, I don't expect the Knicks to win the title, man, but there's enough talent around him that they should go to the playoffs. And the fact that they've only been as far as the Eastern Conference semifinals in the 6 years that he's been there is disappointing. And also, Anthony just is not a leader. He's not the type of guy that you can win a championship around. I think he's an addition piece, not a centerpiece. There was a portion in the game, there was a moment in the game where I think Tim Hardaway Jr. got on Carmelo Anthony for not giving effort on defense, and Anthony sort of gave the typical like if you look at his body language, was like, "How dare you speak to me? I'm the superstar" type shit, man. And I'm kind of really souring on him, man. Like, as a player, like he doesn't really give a fuck, man. He's just I really have been giving him the benefit of the doubt a lot, but he doesn't really seem like, to me, he's interested in winning championships. I mean, he probably will want to, but he doesn't know what that entails. Some guys have that in their DNA, and some guys don't. You know, he's not Michael Jordan. He's not Kobe Bryant. He's not Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. These are players who, you know what? It's funny because I used to bash Kobe Bryant so much, man. But now, in retrospect, when I look at what's in the league now, what encompasses the league, I miss him because at least he had in his DNA the will to be great. Carmelo Anthony doesn't have the will to be great. He's content with being very good. That's his legacy. You know, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He is, because the Hall of Fame is so diluted now, diluted. You know, it'll include players who are just very good. But the other game, Utah Jazz and Portland Trail Blazers, that was a pretty good game. The only game of the night that was close, and Damian Lillard was phenomenal, 39 points. But the big story tonight to me was the fact that the Warriors got blown out at home by 29. That's just disgraceful.